Hello everyone and welcome. Ethan here, and today we'll talk about the storehouse and the granary. How to use them, how to spread them in your settlement, and how to make them work to have enough distribution in your settlement and in your market. Okay, so let's begin. I'll use this town and then I'll show in a new town how to start with storehouse and granary. Let's just start by the basics. Okay, so what do you use the storehouse for? The storehouse will be used to store any types of goods in the settlement that are not food related beside barley. Barley will also be stored in the storehouse. You can control whatever is stored, but go into advanced and choose whatever you want this to be stored here or not. For example, I don't want any types of military here. I don't want malt here. I don't want wool here. Why is that? Because this storehouse is at the end left of my settlement, where my melt house, for example, is located here, and the barley production comes from here or from the trading post. Which means if the storehouse worker will search for barley, they will need to go all the way to the right side of the settlement to come and place the barley in this storehouse. So it's not very smart, they will waste a lot of time walking there. So what I did, it's make sure this storehouse will be the one to store the barley, and this way I can make sure it distributed very well all around my settlement. Okay, so what else? You can see the people working in the storehouse, and you can see where they are going, just like any other working area. But here it's important for you to understand where they're working and how they are wasting their time. If there can be managed to work less and to make the work faster, it's important to do so. But let's talk about the other use of the storehouse and the granary, which is very important, and this is the market. Okay, so in the marketplace we have a lot of stools. We have for fireplace, for food, and for clothing. The granary is in charge of the food stalls in the market, and the storehouse will be in charge on the fireplace. Okay, let's search for one with walkings. Okay, so firewood stall and clothing stall if I will look enough for it. There we go. Okay. So I have this clothing, this comes for the storehouse. Now, if you want to make sure you have enough distribution, you can make sure not all of the workers are entitled to have a stall. After you create 2 or 3 stalls in the granary, I recommend don't allow market stall setup. It will stop producing more stalls in the free places, and it will make the other families that doesn't have stalls to keep stocking the shelves, while the families with the stalls will make the places have enough food in them all the time. Okay, also make sure that the stalls are close to the granary. I have one here and one here, not very far. Okay, same goes for here, 2 ears and 1 ear. Same goes to every other storehouse or granary. Storehouse, it's less important because the distribution is working better, but with food the distribution is a little bit harder, so you need to make sure the granary is distributing well. Okay. Okay, so now when we have when we start a new saving or when we have a new region, how do we use the granary and the storehouse best? Okay, so what do we do for this? Let's build new settlement here, just for the example. Okay, now as you can see, I have supplies outside. I have 60 bread and stone and wood. This firewood and bread will consumed by the winter and by the rain if it will be left outside. For that you will need to create a storehouse and granary. I will make now two of them just for the example. Okay, let's speed this up, and you will see, to make sure those supplies are stored inside of and not being damaged, you will need to create a granary and a storehouse. Place a family inside. Okay, I will do it slowly now, and you can see that Herman here, my good fella, is walking all the way to our stored goods, taking them and heading back to the granary. The same as Peter over here. Okay, the same will go to the storehouse family. They will go here. They will take all those items, the stone, the tools and the firewood, and place them in the storehouse. This way we make sure none of this is lost and we can use everything as needed. Okay, one at the start at the settlement, after all of these goods are placed in the granary, you can remove the family from granary and from storehouse. I recommend until about you have like 8 or 10 families in the settlement, and then you need to start making sure always to have enough families in the granary and the storehouse. You will also want to upgrade the storehouse and the granary right at the start to make sure not all the goods have where to go. Okay, so lastly, let's talk about how to distribute them inside your settlement. For this example, this is a good example because this settlement is focused on the distribution, and by that you can see I have a lot of markets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, 6 markets. Not all of them have a lot of stools, but all of them are working and important. And for this you can see each of them have a storehouse and a granary nearby, not every time it will be right on the market, but it will be close enough. The granary is close enough to this market, those granaries are close enough to this market and this one, and same goes for this one and this one. I have storehouse and granary here. Okay, so this way I can make sure every last bit of the settlement is working as it should. When the vegetables from here and the apples from here will go to this granary, the same goes for those vegetables to this granary. All this will go to 1, 2, 3, 4 granaries. Okay, just I will be a little bit honest with you, you don't need to have this much of granaries, but when your settlement is this big, it only do good to have more granaries but less stools, which means you can have like 6 granaries, but each of them only can you will only let 1 or 2 stools, and in total you have like let's say 12. Okay, but if I will only have 2 granaries and I can and they can create many stalls if they want, I will have 12 as well. But I have more workers to go around the settlement and make sure everything is distributed as good as it can be. So this way you can see again All the food stalls have plenty of food. No food is missing in any of the houses. Don't forget about the barley. Yeah, about the ale. It's only because I stopped the market. But if I will open the market, it will be going as well. I have enough approval where I can let the settlement be hungry a little and have a lack of entertainment, only -9. Okay guys, this is it for today. Please make sure to like, leave a comment and subscribe, it helps me a lot. Comment if you have any requests and any guides or any tutorials. I will be happy to make them for you and to answer the questions. Thank you guys and see you guys next time.